Spawning here in the top left, our red Terran player from Born Gosu. I don't really know how to say his name. Go Imkothan. Kothun? Kothon? 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 Catheter? Who knows? In the bottom right, our blue Zerg player from the Ris3n community has put his team up 1-0 already. This is J-Subs. Born Gosu's captain dropped out of the game immediately. No, can't. He has to remake, but I'm going to say no. It's fine. It's fine, we're in game. I should print it down on though. You can watch the stream, 96.9. Anyway, TVZ here on Catalyst, another one of our more standard maps in the pool. We have another hatch before any pool or gas from our Zerg player. And the standard, looking standard on the other side from the Terran. He is sending that SCP down to his natural base, so you can go ahead and take that. Early command center, no problems. Reaper on the way. The question just becomes, what's going to be the second building that the Terran decides to make? When will the Zerg player take their third hatchery? Questions that will be answered soon. May have been a pool before the gas, actually, now that I think about it. Given how low J-Subs' gas is once that pool finished, the pool must have come up a little earlier. We're going to see a really quick third hatchery over here. Reaper's actually staying back home. I think he realized maybe that the pool was earlier than he wanted it to be. He's like, I'm just going to stay home, make sure you're not bringing anything immediately. And deal with you in a bit. Reaper is... okay, he's just scouting. Okay. Coming directly across the map. I'm going to run directly into a couple of lings, actually. Oh, we're actually past each other. They do kind of see each other, but they do go right past each other. Third hatchery is down. We have a factory on the way, and a second barracks from Makafu. So this is that standard 2-1-1 opener from our Terran player. Expect to see stem really quickly. Reaper being annoying, but not getting any damage. Real damage done. Just getting some scouting information. Possibly get a worker kill, but that worker will turn into a spore caller, and the Reaper will have to back on out. Link's probably going to come in and cancel the building SCV at least. The way this build works for the Terran player, you have no units at home. The one unit you make before you start making add-ons is that Reaper, and of course the Reaper's on this side of the map, so had subs gone in, he could have delayed this command center by a little bit. There are enough SCVs down there at this point that the Lings themselves wouldn't really well do too much, but it's a lot of Lings just patrolling around all of the potential attack paths. Tech Lab has finished up here for Makathun, but not quite enough minerals. There we go. Stem on the way immediately. Of course, speed finishing up pretty quickly. Actually have a spore crawler on the way in both the mineral lines. Wait, I swear I saw two. We have a spore crawler on the way in one of the mineral lines for our Zerg player. He's being a little wary of any sort of a Banshee opener. Overlord's in really nice positions to scout eventually. He'll be able to sacrifice an Overlord relatively soon and check everything out. Bane Nest on the way here for subs actually already. So he should be able to deal with what is coming his way relatively easily. Roach on the way as well, so just all of the tech possible for our Zerg player. No lair just yet. He has made quite a few units here. Reaper does see a good number of these Lings. He knows those are on the way already. He's just to be a little bit careful. Can't just leave his wall completely undefended here. Actually making just a complete supply depot wall even. But 2 medics do finish up. These medics are going to boost on out of here, but Overlord does see this, and the scouting Ling sees it as well. So Subs knows this is on the way. He is getting those 2 melee upgrades immediately, going to a lair. Not a lot of pressure right now. out of our Zerg player. He is supply blocked once again. I think it's the same. This might be the same block that he hit last game. Actually, the block last game was in the 60s. But this is potentially a pretty scary little attack here. It's a lot of Marines with a couple of medevacs. They're going to have stim once they do drop. Subs doesn't necessarily know this is here. He saw the medevac moving out. His scan goes down. The creep tumor does finish up, so now he knows that they're there, but stim not quite finished. This attack is just a hair early. Actually, he may lose a medevac. Stim does finish up. Doesn't want to lose that medevac, but he does actually lose a medevac. He's actually targeting down the Roach Warren. He's going to lose a second medevac, so both medevacs are dead. He kills the Roach Warren, which, okay. He kills 6 drones, which is actually really nice. 18 more Lings in production here. Going after the Bane Nest now. There are a lot of Banes that are finishing up here in the main base. They won't have speed, but should be plenty here to take this out. But the Bane Nest will go down. So, I mean, it's a decent amount of damage for the Terran player, but he lost both the medevacs for free, essentially. And now, I mean, there's not a lot of home. He's got a tank. Yeah, he keeps his natural secure, which is nice. He's not really gonna lose this necessarily. Depends on how well he can't make Banes. Actually, he kills the Bane Nest, so you can't do anything against this right now. He's nice and safe in his main base, but he doesn't have a third command center. He doesn't even have one started even. And if he had one up, he wouldn't be able to actually get out and deal with anything. 4 Banes be rolling on here. It is just the depots. Most Banes are dead. Actually, everything is dead. He loses 3 depots for his entire army. So, the Terran player is supply blocked right now. That was all the damage that did. I don't even think he lost any Marines there. He may have lost a couple, but I think the 11 were all from the earlier drop. Just looking at resources lost, just a little bit more lost by the Zerg player, but of course the Zerg has a much better economy with his 3rd hatchery already up, already being mined from. Now we have Roaches in production. Looking at the upgrades, we have +1/+1 melee and carapace done for J-subs, our Zerg player. +1/+1 is finishing up shortly for our Terran player. About 10 seconds on both of those. Makathu is getting out of the map, getting pretty aggressive here. I'm not sure if he wants to stay back and just defend and get his 3rd base up, or he wants to get on the map. If he wants to take a 3rd, he's probably going to take it on location because he has nothing over there. He's building a bunker at this point, even in his natural. Bane speed hasn't even been started, hasn't been finished, of course. He lost the Bane Nest earlier. So this attack that is moving across the map, of course, with Catalyst, you have this really nice position. You can just put a tank in. There's a good number of Roaches here, but this is not nearly enough to deal with. This many 1/1 Marines. He's only got the 2 medevacs, however. He's just going to go right up the ramp here. There's not enough Banelings really to scare the Terran player away. 2 tanks there doing a ton of damage. Ooh, last Baneling does connect a little bit there. 2 Banes remain on the high ground, but that is so much bio. 28 Lings in production, but it looks like Makathu is just going to keep pushing forward here at this point. He's just going to continually rally across the map because he can. 3rd hatchery goes down. Lings are starting to pop out. He's going to make a bunch of these into Banelings if he wants to stay alive, but he needs to put them in a really good position. That's not going to be the greatest spot because those are going to be sniped up really quickly. J-subs plummeted in supply at this point. We'll call the GG there. So just a good timing hit from Makathu. Who needs a 3rd base when you're just all in? No problem.